Miles Morales might be in Spider-Man 4. Yes, you heard that right. The rumors are surfacing again. It looks like Sony and Marvel Studios could be casting right now for a live-action Miles Morales. Now, this bit of news is coming to us from Jeff Snyder, a pretty reliable industry insider. I trust a lot of the stuff he says, and he is saying that Sony is reportedly looking to cast someone as Miles Morales, Spider-Man, in live action right now. And this ties into rumors that we heard on February 26th from Daniel RPK, another industry insider. And what he was saying was that Marvel Studios and Sony are reportedly planning on including Miles Morales' Spider-Man in Spider-Man 4. Now that, of course, is the Tom Holland Spider-Man movie. There's a ton of rumors about that, including like Scorpion, Kingpin, Daredevil, Venom, Black Cat, Shocker, and the list goes on, but it looks like Sony is pushing for Miles Morales to be included in that film. Now, if this ends up happening, I really hope that Miles isn't actually in the movie. Like, if he's in a post-credit scene, that's cool, that's fine, that sets up maybe Spider-Man 5 or a different movie. But I think if you try to put Miles Morales actually in this movie and be a character that Peter bumps into every now and then, I think that's just going to be a little bit too much. But at the same time, they could weave him into the story and actually have it make sense. Like, you could have Miles volunteering at Feast, and maybe that's how Peter bumps into him. Maybe Peter is, at Feast a lot more now that Aunt May is dead. And that's how he bumps into Miles. And then there was a deleted audio from the No Way Home ending that said basically that Miles Morales and his family live in the same apartment building as Peter, which I think is really cool. So there's a few ways that Peter could bump into Miles, like I just said, Feast or in the apartment building, they could bump into each other and have it set up for them to be like friends or whatever, and then later on Peter can be his mentor when he eventually gets spider powers. Now, do I think that this rumor is true? Absolutely. I think Sony is pushing for this. It just makes sense. I thought there was rumors like months and months and months ago that Sony was pushing to have Miles in this movie, and all these reports leading up to its eventual filming, which is going to be, I believe it's either November or January, so it's like relatively soon. We've got to get this script up and running. We've got to get all these actors cast for roles, and I don't think it's a surprise that we're getting a bunch of Miles Morales reports now. And I do think it makes sense for the story, because if Tom Holland truly is getting another trilogy, I think he's probably going to die by that sixth movie, and then you can have Miles Morales take up the mantle and become Spider-Man full-time. Now, there's two actors that I really want to see get this role. The first one is Miles Brown. It's literally perfect. His name is literally Miles. But yeah, I think he could be a fantastic Miles Morales. I believe he is 19 right now. So he would be 9 years younger than Tom Holland. I think the age gap makes sense. I've liked Miles Brown in pretty much everything that he's been in, and I think he could play a great Miles Morales. My second pick is Dallas Dupree. You might know him from Cobra Kai. I thought he was amazing in that. He is only 17 years old right now, so the age gap is even better in my opinion. Because I really want Tom Holland to age into that Spider-Man role. I want him to be a man, mentoring a kid in Miles Morales. And if they look too similar in age, it kind of ruins that aesthetic for me, Like, it's going to look like two people that are roughly, like, the same age, and the whole mentorship thing just doesn't look as good in my opinion. But yeah, I think Dallas Dupree is a fantastic option for Miles Morales in the MCU. He's obviously got the physicality from all the Cobra Kai stuff that he does. And I think he could do a lot of his own stunts just like Tom Holland. So that's why I think he would be a great option for Miles Morales as well. But yeah, guys, that is the latest news regarding Miles Morales in Spider-Man 4. We heard months ago that Sony wanted Miles to be in this movie. Then Daniel RPK said that Miles Morales was going to be included in Spider-Man 4. And now we have Jeff Snyder also saying it. So where there's smoke, there's fire. I believe this report 100%, and I do think that we will be seeing Miles in Spider-Man 4. I don't know if he's going to play a big part in the actual movie, but I would expect him to be in a post-credit scene. I think that would be just a really, really cool way to set up the future of Spider-Man in the MCU. You could maybe even have like a young Miles Morales looking out of his window in that apartment building and seeing Peter swing onto the rooftop, and then Peter start walking down the stairs, and then Miles could be like, where did you just come from? Like, weren't you just on the roof? Like, just something like that, where he starts to question where Peter is going all the time, and maybe he's like putting it all together. Like, is Peter Spider-Man? Kind of like MJ did. I think that would be a really cool way to do it. But yeah, let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about this. Do you think we will be seeing Miles Morales in Spider-Man 4?